6th grade.
Hey, I'm Libby. I'm in 6th grade.
Hi, I'm Elise.
Hi, I'm Reef and I'm in 6th grade.
Hi, I'm Lexi and I'm in 6th grade.
Hi, my name is Unelli and I'm in 6th grade.
Hi, my name is Madison and I'm in 6th grade.
Mr. and Mrs. Hamm were amazing people, and it all started when Paul was born on June 15, 1946 in Dallas, Texas. Sherry was born September 21st, 1949. Growing up, Paul loved baseball. Sherry, on the other hand, played basketball. Much later, they got married in 1970 on August 8th. Soon after, they started their career of teaching. Mr. Hamm and Mrs. Hamm started teaching in 1972 and until 2005. Paul Hamm did many things for his community and church. He was a great teacher and made his students feel special. He taught from 1977 to 2005. That's 23 years. His students loved him so much and haven't forgotten how much he has taught them. Paul has taught 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade at many different schools. As long as he worked for the RISD, he said he loved it.
Did you know Mr. Hamm had 6 jobs? He was a janitor, bus driver, teacher, soldier, coach, and a principal. Mr. Hamm had skipped college to be in the military when he turned 18. Then in 1966, he was honorably discharged and sent home. But after he left the military, he went to the North Texas University, where he met Sherry Hamm. You probably didn't know that Paul loved baseball, and once even considered being a pro baseball player. But his second choice was always a race car driver. When Paul Hamm had asked Sherry to marry him, her first response was possibly, then probably, then maybe, and finally she said yes.
I got to interview Sherry Hamm about her career. She worked as an educator at Dobbs Elementary for 24 years. Sherry put her students first so they could get a great education. She also always cared for her students.
Did you know that Mrs. Hamm had many exotic pets growing up, including an alligator, bird, and even turtles? Mrs. Hamm worked many jobs and did many activities outside of school, but did you know she played basketball in high school? And yep, she was a great player. We all know that Mrs. Hamm sends cards, but did you ever think how many she sends? If she sends 6 to 8 cards a day, how many do you think she sends altogether? Everyone has a favorite holiday, but did you know that Mrs. Hamm's favorite holiday is Christmas?
August 1st, 1977, Paul and Sherry moved to Rockwall, and the only thing on their mind was where's the nearest church. Sherry and Paul are big parts of their First United Methodist Church here in Rockwall, where they're never afraid to lend a helping hand. A cool fact is Paul was actually in their choir. One of Sherry's good friends said that her favorite memories with the Hams is when Sherry and Paul both invited people from their church to her Christmas party. But in all realness, they actually went caroling through the neighborhood. But then, of course, went back to partying. But one thing's for sure, Sherry and Paul are both big blessings in our hearts.
Missy Buchanan, who has known the Hamms for 40 years, is one of Sherry and Paul Hamm's dearest friend. The Hamms and Mrs. Buchanan met at church. One of Mrs. Buchanan's favorite memories with the Hamms, she says, is their Christmas caroling party. What made it one of her favorite memories was that they went and made other people's Christmases instead of just themselves. They all went together and sang and then had a big spread of food and sweets for everyone. With Mrs. and Mr. Hamm's lasting legacy, Mrs. Buchanan says, they have hearts of servants. The goal was to always do good. She also told us how they always did for others and not themselves and getting attention drawn to them. As for our school being named Sherry and Paul Hamm Elementary, we are the Hamm Heroes. Since our school is named after the Hamms, we asked how they might represent what a hero looks like. Mrs. Buchanan says, just about every day, she is always thinking about kindness and ways she can be kind. On the first day of school, a little girl who was new looked lonely and sad, so Mrs. Hamm went over and sat by her. Mrs. Hamm is always thinking about others and who needs a friend. That's what I think a hero is. I agree with Mrs. Buchanan.
a chance to interview Mrs. Holly Cook, the Ham's oldest daughter. I asked her so many questions, but one stood out to me. I asked her, how would you describe your parents in one word? And she said, for her dad, honest, and for her mom, faithful. This stuck out to me because no one else had said these answers yet. I love how much time and thought she put into this. She just made this project even better.
It was such a great experience to be able to Zoom with the person who our school is named after. Mrs. Hamm recently read us Out of My Mind, which was so fun and super special. Also a really good book. Mrs. Hamm had a smile on her face, making it clear she was enjoying it as much as we were.